So Nintendo finally dropped the trailer of the Switch 2, and it got me so excited. I was in the middle of taking out the dogs in their morning routine, and I got the notification. I was like, "Hurry, dogs! Please, please, hurry, hurry! I want to watch the trailer." And I booted up my new 4K TV and watched it in with glee. But I have a couple of things to say now. It's super exciting that we finally got the reveal because we were waiting at what was it? Nintendo said like last year back in like the springtime that, oh yeah, the Switch 2 is in Switch successor is indeed a thing. We will reveal it by the end of the fiscal year, which we were cutting it pretty close. The fiscal year ends in March this year, and we were like 2.5 months off from it not happening. So I was like, what was happening? But we finally got it, and yeah, I have a couple of things to say. So yeah, it's pretty much what I expected. They didn't do like the Switch 1 reveal where they showed the guy in the couch playing Breath of the Wild, then taking it out, walking around, shows that one lady bringing it to like a party and stuff, the guy being on the plane. That was more of like an actual new concept being shown to people, so that made sense. By now, all these years later, we're completely familiar with the system, so instead they just show the Switch 2 in like a more, ooh, look at it now, like you're used to that, but look at these changes. And they like, I love how they like animate the, like they're like chiseling all like the little features, the curves, the extra ports and all that kind of stuff, and added like the molding to the Joy-Cons. I really liked how they did that. It was like sleek and smooth, and the dock was curved like a U. Like basically all those like leaks showing like all like the models and builds and stuff, yeah, okay, those were pretty much all true because it looks pretty much the same, but the coloring was just off. And I gotta say, I'm not the biggest fan of the minimal coloring, like of the blue and red with the Joy-Cons and the Switch with all the black. I kinda hope they release like more colored variants of these systems sooner rather than later, because I don't know, it'll probably be fine. I just have to get used to, because I'm so used to now just using my white OLED after all this time. So now just going something like that is kind of jarring. But anyway, that's not really important. Yeah, we finally see it. It is pretty much as the pictures have shown that have been floating around the internet. And oh my god, those Joy-Cons, yeah, they're kind of the same, but you can see they are definitely improvements, and I want to put my hands on them. They're bigger and they look more comfy to use. And I love how they actually still implement the switching sound, but instead of it like clicking, now it's just like putting him on there, it's just slapping him on there, and it still does the click sound. Perfect. So it really is still the Switch. That was good. I hate the logo. I hate the new logo. Just the Switch logo with a 2 next to it. I hate it. I can't believe that's actually the logo. That's probably just a complaint that's gonna be like a minority thing, but like that's just how I feel. That logo I'm not a fan of. But hey, the cool thing is that they actually did show a game, and it's Mario Kart. So very curious about this. There was a couple of points of why I think this is a new Mario Kart. One, it definitely does look different. Mario has like way more detail to him, and his model looks a little more different. And Donkey Kong, look at him, he looks completely different. This is more of his style from the movie, which I'm like, I don't know how to feel about this. I kinda was expecting something like this might end up happening because of the huge success of the movie. It was going to end up influencing his design, and his design was more so based off of his more classic style. So it's not like the biggest deal, but let's see what Nintendo's gonna do. I bet that since they're using this new model or render of DK now, that's probably what he's gonna look like in the new Donkey Kong game that's gonna come in the new system, in the Switch 2. But yeah, the third thing is that they're in a new track. This is a never before seen track, Mario Bros Circuit. So Mario Bros, so it's not Mario Circuit or Luigi Circuit, it's Mario Bros Circuit, and I just think that's so cool. Plus it looks really fun, and I think this is probably the most fascinating thing. there are 24 slots here, so that means that there are gonna be 24 racers at once, and that's insane. So yeah, this is definitely a new Mario Kart, so it's pretty exciting. You couldn't really see much detail in it because it's like a highly compressed YouTube video, so we'll have to probably at some point see like actual showcases of it, maybe in that future direct that's happening. Oh yeah, there's gonna be a Nintendo Direct as well, which I can't wait for that. It's gonna be on April 2nd. I'm so glad it's not on April 1st, because that's so funny. If it would have been on April 1st, it would have all been a joke. It's all a hoax. But anyway, jokes aside, now there's one thing that was actually truly worrisome. They indeed reconfirmed that it is backwards compatible, but what's the issue? There is a small, like it says that it will play both physical and digital games, and it will indeed play Nintendo Switch 1 games. They didn't specify if there will be enhancements or not. I hope there will be, but honestly, it really isn't that big a deal. At least for me, it's not that much of a loss if it doesn't include enhancements. So what's the issue? The issue is that not all games are going to be compatible. This is something that I was afraid of. I saw some say online that it seems like the whole backwards compatible thing could be that the Switch 2 doesn't seem to have the Switch 1's IR sensor. That seems to be something they ditched. And if you saw at some point in the trailer, they did like the whole thing where the Joy-Cons were sliding on the ground, and that's kind of been a thing recently that got leaked, quote unquote, as well, where you can use it as like a mouse apparently. That might be what that is, and that they ditched the IR sensor for this. And if that is the case, okay, then I don't think it will be that big of a deal. Another good guess would be like Labo supported stuff, like the Nintendo Labo stuff itself. All that cardboard probably won't be compatible. The games that use the Labo accessories and stuff probably also won't be compatible. It could be stuff like that too. And if it really is just those few exceptions, it won't be that big a deal. I just hope it's not like actual like major compatibility issues with like a major game just not in general working. If that was the case, then it would be a problem. But if it really is just those few exceptions, then I think we as a people can we can live with that. I hope that in that future direct they specify what they mean by some software won't be compatible with the Switch 2. I don't know. It kind of has me worried, but besides that, it was really good. Really good reveal. I think this is the appropriate way to go about it. Instead of going all flashy with showing the concept, instead it's just them showing you how different it is and how upgraded it will feel compared to the original. Like, oh, the dock is different. Oh, the Joy-Cons are bigger and sleeker. The system is more rounder and sleeker and bigger. And it like shows, oh, but here's a new game, here's a Mario Kart, ooh, you're gonna like that, and oh yeah, it's backwards compatible, and there's gonna be a direct to like, yeah, it was pretty good. Just besides that one worry that I have, it's looking bright. And also the bad logo. I'm just not a fan of the logo and the minimal colors, but those are just small complaints, those are small gripes. Well, tell me what you guys thought about the trailer. It's still very fresh in our minds for sure. Like, I bet we're gonna be playing through this trailer over and over and over again hundreds of times so we can catch any details we can. I'm just doing this right off the bat. Like, I'm just recording this as soon as the trailer was over, and I'm just trying to say what's on my mind. And yeah, I'm pretty sure a lot of people are doing the same. So yeah, what do you think about the trailer? Is it what you hoped it was? How did you think they should have done it different? Are you excited for the new Mario Kart they showed? And any issues that you have or whatever, it's a new system. Let's rejoice. We finally got the review for the Switch 2 after all this time. And I'm sure all day we're all gonna be talking about it all week and all month. So yeah, a like and subscribe would really go a long way. I really appreciate it. And I'm gonna be real for a sec. The reveal was great. I'm glad we got to see it. We're getting a new Mario Kart, yada yada. But I gotta be honest, all those months of all those leaks pretty much ruined the reveal trailer. I'm just saying, like, it's great, but man,